It is the big day. The big day. The last stream before the big fight next week, which is going to be on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm gonna do some last minute preparations today because I'm not gonna be able to stream until Thursday, and I think I'm gonna try to dedicate Thursdays and Fridays to be stream days, or at least Artfight. So get a couple of streams going on during the event. I think that would be nice. But for today, what's on the menu would be, let me just get this up, would be this thing. Oh, there's my PNG tuber. Let me check the music volume. Sounds good to me. If anybody shows up, they can yell at me to change it. Yeah. I don't know, not sure what these are called, these templates for Artfight. It's very important to have these guys up and to kind of put up on all social medias so people can know what's going on. I think these are really fun, and I wanted to make one for myself. Nowadays that I'm looking at my own Artfight profile, I don't know how clear it is that I am Team Mystery, but I think if I put this up there, it would make it very clear. So I'm just gonna, still not 100% sure who I'm gonna put up here, but I am gonna start with putting my guy persona Lime up there at least. Oh, Lime, why are you so big? So yeah, expect a kind of a shorter stream today. It was pretty short yesterday too. It was like 1.5 hours, but I think it was a good time. Got some lore out there. Don't know if that's a very interesting thing to stream, but it helps me mostly to put my thoughts on the paper. Or bytes, I guess. In case when it's digital art. Now let's see. That's the wrong layer. Oh, stream is being a bit tricky for me. But yeah, I'm gonna stream today and probably gonna do some extra art if I have time on the weekend for my characters, because I do wanna make some the extra stuff that actually shows their background. It's kind of weird to have references of characters just floating in the void, you know? I mean, I guess that is useful for references, but it's beside references, it's also nice to see artwork of what their environment is like. Well, I guess I do, at least. I like it when people make little comics for their reference photos. Yeah, I could actually use the design of the mystery guy I had this year. It could be fun. Let me pull that up. It was an interesting design, this one. I'm gonna reuse the pose of the skull. I thought it was a fun idea. And I really need to work on that music for the next week when I actually do the Mass Attack streams. I don't know, maybe the skull is a bit too much. I would like to have some personality. I do like the one eye open thing. Always been kind of a struggle of how big I want the antenna to be online. A really low resolution image this is. Actually, I think this brush is fine for that though. Still okay. A little mysterious smirk. Maybe you do the thing up where they have their arm over the edge. It's always fun when a character breaks the fourth wall. Give them a little bit of that. Let's see. Stinky to see how it looks. It absolutely is true that things look way different when you sketch them versus when they're actually inked. Can't trust anything. Oh my god, this music's driving me crazy. I promise I will take care of it. Eventually. Actually, it's kind of starting to bother me. No, these things have a word, but what is I guess maybe it is called a business card actually. Fighting card. That's what fighters do. When they fight, they just hand each other little business cards in greeting, and afterwards little get better soon cards. Maybe that's deemed a little unsportsmanship-like. I guess they could just be seen pretty rude. But then again, these wrestling and boxing sports are a lot about the drama. About building up hype and then giving a satisfying fight. So maybe that would be nice. Like a really overplayed scenario where the fighters are like playing characters. Like, I think that's what WWE is. Like, all the shit talk is definitely 100% real always. I love a little bit more obvious. I think it's fine if the line art is a little bit thick because this is a very small image to begin with. Whatever size it is needs to pop up the character. And the outer line is fine if it's thick. Oh, bit of that. Not sure about the eye. Now you could be looking down at your characters, coming up with fun torture ideas. I think the open one is better actually. And then the fucking hand. Why did I say I was gonna do a hand? This never ends well when it's so small. Although maybe I can make this work. Maybe. Yeah, I definitely feel like even if there aren't any people coming in the stream, that it helps me to do this. It helps me give myself a routine when the fight actually does happen. I find myself getting very distracted easily when I work on a big pieces and I have nobody to talk to. So streaming this kind of thing helps me keep focus. And I guess it also is good for my language skills to talk. It gets very quiet at work. Still fingers look fine. I think it's gonna be fine. There was a moment in time when I was very undecided whether I should do a 4 or 5 fingers for a line, but I came to the conclusion that it has to be 5. 4 fingers just looks strange, but at this angle, I think it's fine. I have 3 big fingers and then the thumb is on the other side. My wrist is very thick though. Give a little bit more of a definition. How's that? I think that's fine. Make them like dangle a carrot over their characters. Happiness for you. They should know they're never gonna get happiness when they're in my story. Should have thought about not wanting to be tortured before you came into my head as a character. Yeah. Sleeve. There. Define the lines. No stray pixels here. That's okay. Up with the head. Looks a bit weird. Right at this back of the head area. Oh, gives trouble to me. Always when it's a bold character. We actually have to think about it and not just cover it up by hair. Even though it's its own challenge. There you go, that's the music. Don't crush now. Yeah, the streaming thing has been a very interesting journey. Had a ton of fun making all the assets for the stream. It was not so fun trying to figure out what the hell was wrong with my mic. But I think that is mostly taken care of, and I only start crackling horribly sometimes. As long as I catch it soon enough. Now will not start crackling, and I can reboot the microphone fairly easily. So yeah. I was very worried when I was googling the issue about the microphone, and it was talking about like corrosion of the motherboard. That doesn't sound very good. But at least for now I can manage. I think the motherboard is like what the computer is. I'm not very tech savvy. But yeah. It is what it is, and I will survive with what I have now. Bit weird. It's also been very good practice to have me talk to myself for long periods of time. It definitely does. I could feel it after I did the first stream. That was like 3 hours. But it was fun. Been having fun with these streams. Been a very good time. Let me check. Yeah, that's good. Everything seems to be in order. Not so sure about that other R, but I do like the idea of it. A little bit at the front. Like that. Looks a bit weird. I don't know. I guess it would make more sense there. I guess. When it's such a small piece as this, you just make it so that it kind of makes sense. It's gonna be there for 1 month. I don't think anybody really is gonna look at this piece and judge it. I guess they are actually. Judging whether or not this guy looks like they are worthy of being attacked. Or not blocked. That's always nice, not getting on people's block lists. Although there is nothing wrong with using block lists deliberately. I do know some people get very angry when people block others like Tumblr and stuff, some people block like space blogs because space makes them anxious. It's like, that's not a valid reason to block somebody. It's like, why not? You don't need a long 50-page list of reasons to block someone if you feel like you don't want to see somebody's posts, and just block them. Nothing wrong with that. That's what it's there for. To keep the user from being uncomfortable. It's the main point of it. Use it however you want. If you feel like that's a good use of it, then use it that way. And I do know some, especially if people don't tag their posts, can be quite distressing. Let's try coloring that. Yes, the hands were a different color, I remember. Okay, good. Yeah, I remember I had fun with this kind of inversion of Lime's usual colors. Adds to the mystery. I think that's how I justified it. He's a very firm believer in the rule of cool when it comes to character design. If it looks cool, I'm putting it in there, even if it doesn't make much sense. Science be damned. If snails can't change their color whenever they want. It's cool. So what if I confuse a snail and an octopus sometimes? Oops. I could make it like a character gimmick for Lime. Make them change color patterns every once in a while. Fun reason to redesign every once in a while. Not that I don't redesign my characters often enough as it is. Like every single year I have to think about how could this design be better. Which I guess is not a bad thing. Let's get a little bit confusing when a character has a new look every other day. Oops, sorry. Little microphone, didn't mean to bump you. Okay. Maybe when I come back to the arm in a while. Still not very sure about it. So it's just good to walk away from things. I think it's okay for now. I'll look at it. Look at it with fresh eyes in a bit. Work on some other characters in the meanwhile. Let me drink water. Should look if there is one of those what do you call it? Like, why are you so big? Those automatic timers. That reminds you to drink water. Yeah, I definitely want temp here. My beautiful, beautiful temp. The oldest person ever. I actually do think they are the oldest character I have. Made them when I was like 13, 14, I think. They've been with me ever since. Holy man. Let's try it. It's funny because they're so tall if they just didn't use the frame. Long, dangly guy. Mind you. New sitcom animated series, The Dangly Guy. They're very dangly. It's more like they're lying down. Always try to give characters interesting poses. Try to make them lay down on this limited amount of space I have, but maybe it doesn't have to be full-on thing. I think that's good enough. What is temp anyways? Temp is the god of time. Someone who's just kind of stuck with the title. Not like they can pass the title to anybody else. It's not like they enjoy it, but they'll do their job, I guess. Their only job is to exist. So if they didn't exist, then there would be no time. It's kind of an important job to have. But nobody seems to be thankful about it. It's for the best. It kind of does prefer to be left alone. No, neighbor time. Dog. To check the stream sometime after I'm done to see if you can hear that. Hope not. Doggy is upset. Very upset. What's up, Doggy? Why are you so upset? Strange. Oh yeah, I should also check if the mic is crispy yet. Check. Check. 1 2 1 2. No crispiness. No robot lime today. There. Okay. I think that sounds fine. Wish I had a better way to check that. But it is what it is. Orange up sleeves, very fun. I think that's okay as it is. I'm happy with that. It's funny that they're so dangly they don't fit in the frame. Keeps them personality. By telling that they don't care about anything really. Wanna go home. No, it's not actually completely true. They do sometimes do things. I was writing a... Like, not writing, but thinking about making a story where temp gets bored to the point where they start going to a bunch of different job interviews. And they just couldn't confuse people with being the shape that they are. And when they don't get the job, they kill the interviewer. But it was funny. Stem definitely is kind of an asshole. They're only the good guy on the merit that the other gods are worse. I mean, not by a big margin. I'm being honest. A lot of the gods in this universe are just huge assholes who don't really care about humans. Well, it makes sense when you're so much bigger than all of humanity. You would not really care about that kind of stuff. I would imagine that if I was a god of time, I would have better things to worry about than puny little humans. Alright. That's good, I think. Let's merge these guys. Measure this a little bit. Fit them in. Give it that illusion of being 3D. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, next guy. Who do I want? I think I want to put Blake. She's very important. She is new this year, but she's very dear to me. Where is it? Where is Blake not showing up when I placed her? There she is. Remember to drink water. Oh. Ah. Very important. Right. Can be kind of tricky now that I've put temp in a post that shows that they are very big. How am I gonna? I don't think I want to do that for everybody. I think it just suits them. I should probably make more basic poses for the other characters. I think. Not everybody needs to be so weird. I don't think anybody can be as weird as Temp is. Okay, how do I want to do this? That's very big. Is that too big? I don't know. Mayhaps. We'll see. Where's the camera? It's so serious. That in? Should be like there. She should be the most worried out of all my characters on what happens. I think I've come to the default of giving her 2 bad wings on her head. Kind of to give the sensation that she's never really, that she's doing okay, but not invincible. that. So hard to draw with a face. Why did I give her such a face shape? I can only blame myself for that. I think I'm fine with that. And what else do I wanna put in this lineup? Stamp and Blake and like 3 more slots. I think I wanna put Webb, which is also one of my newer dear darlings. And maybe Jay. But I don't know, I think Jay would actually fit with Webb. He's so small. The other should definitely put Sienna. She's not as new, but there is some new lore to her. It's been added, and I definitely would like her to be featured too. Yeah, that's alright. Is that what your shape looks like? I think it is. I think that is what your face actually is shaped like. I forget. I know I'm the one who made you look like that, but I do not remember that day at all. I do not know what force takes me over when I make character designs. It's a long one. It certainly takes like if I have a character idea, it takes at least 10 iterations before I'm happy with the design I come up with. And usually more than a week. Sometimes I just need to be grabbed by a character by the throat and demand it to be perfected. And sometimes a character I thought I was happy with like 2 years ago, and I completely forgot about them. They come back and grab me grab me by the throat again and say no. Again. It's always an interesting time. But I do think it's good practice. So I'm definitely a firm believer that every excuse me. Every character design can be improved. Improved? No, improved. Approved by who? It's a different thing. I'm a little bit smaller. Whoops. Like that, yeah. To make it ridiculously big. Now you're so blurry. Yeah, like just last week, I think, when it was the week before that, suddenly I was grabbed by a character I had not thought about in like literally 4 years, and it just came to me and was like, redesign now, and they would not let me go. Even though that story was like complete bust, and I came to the conclusion there was nothing there. The idea of what that character was just demanded to be redone. I definitely do not think it is healthy to overly well on art and be like always polishing it and always saying that it could be better. I mean, there should be a point where you are able to look at your own work and say, I'm happy with this. I guess that goes to many things in life. It's just okay to accept things. I'm not sure about that, man. Not sure about this face at all. What's wrong with it? Looks fine. I think it's this guy. Not completely symmetrical. Why is her mouth so horrible? I don't get it. That's better. All about the read about this in the How to Draw Manga book when I was like 9 or 10. But the thing about making the mouth thinner in the middle creates the illusion of lips. Very helpful. Okay. Oh, this line art is different color than the reference. Gonna look real funky. Let's see about that. See if it can be helped. I usually do my line art in this kind of purple blue color. But specifically when I draw Blake, I do darker colors just because of how, I guess, black her color palette is. But it looks completely different. No, I do not like how that looks. She's a really thick neck. Nope. I think that works actually. Doesn't look too weird. Okay. What are we doing? We're not cavemen, we have field tools. It's okay. I don't like this deck thickness still though. Don't wanna fix that real quickly. I think that's better. Right. 3 down, 3 to go. And then we get a shade still. I think I definitely do still want to get the web in there. She's very, very dear to my heart. Love her very much. Oops. This really is a tiny template we had this year, or maybe I just exported it at a small size or something. Don't know. Let's get web there. Jesus, I put a lot of put a lot of colors when I was just like a full rainbow. Dang, I think I do want to put J there, right next to her. J's tiny form. Let's confuse people a little bit. Maybe I could put Jay in the same one since he's so tiny. Gonna drive that point home though. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's put him in there too. Should make all my characters like Jay. Like takes 2 seconds to draw. Except for the fucking mouth. I seem to always struggle with. Close enough. Can't tell what it is. Kind of. Until it's a fucked up little creature with no body. check the batteries on my keyboard. Starting to get kind of choppy. Classic B-side. The fucking hat that goes on the top that I do not know why I put it there. I guess because I thought it was a cool idea, but soon after trying to animate her, when trying to do the hat with the goggles, I realized why nobody does this. But I do still think it looks pretty good. She doesn't move. Just a pain to animate. Which I would argue that it is worth it. Ooh, the microphone is getting kinda choppy. Let me fix that real quickly. Okay, there we go. Right. What was I doing? Right, web. Web was on the chopping block. And J2 is mostly web. She's a pain in the ass to draw. But I will because I love her. I guess that is the ultimate test of how much do you love your OCs. How detailed are you willing to make the designs? How much pain can you go through? And in the case of web, the answer is a lot. I feel like it's a fair trade. If I put my character through a lot of pain, then they can put me through some pain too. We will exchange and all that. I'm happy with that. Like I have said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna be for 1 month if people are gonna look at it. It's not like it's them trying to decide whether they should commission me or anything. Just for fun. Yeah, that's what web is all about. The smug fucking look. The look of inferiority. She knows something you don't. There, look again. Right. Devil horns. The fuck is that? The weird fucked up monster, which I guess is what J is, but that not in that way. He still has its shape. It's not just a blob of thing. Blob of fat? I don't know. Maybe that is what Huarimon are. But Huarimon, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I watched the Digimon anime. I'm pretty sure Huarimon only shows up in one episode of Tamers. In the last episode, no, that's Digimon. Actually, I don't know if he shows up at all. Pretty sure there's a Frontiers episode where he appears actually. I don't know if they say his name. kind of fun. Part of the fun of being in a fandom where they have made up words. I have to wait for a thing to get dubbed to actually hear how the thing is said. I think it's been a really big fight in the Pokemon fandom. Anytime a new gen comes out, like Arceus or Arceus, Arceus, that's been a pretty big topic for quite a while. Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arc, who knows? Shoulders. It's okay. Oops. The thumb too long? Maybe a little bit. Okay. Good enough. That is the lasso tool. Ooh, he's right here. Actually, Webb was also one of those characters who, at the start of the year, just grabbed me by the throat and demanded I think about her again. And that was a fun time. I think she might be the character who has gone through most redesigns ever that I have. I'm pretty sure I haven't published her anywhere else before this year's Artfight. And I guess now that she's also on my toy house, now that I actually have one. Which is huge! Part of the cool kids now. And invite to the toy house. Can't say I'm a nobody now. I'm in the exclusive club. A lot of green on this. Lime is green, Tep is green, Web is green, kind of. Well, Siena's gonna be red. Guess she's gonna balance it out. Thank you, Sienna. Love you. Doing your service once again. By just existing and making me happy. Yeah, I guess realistically, I'm not expecting anybody to attack Web just because of how complex her design is. A lot of colors. But it would be pretty funny. I can dream a world where everybody would love my OCs. Guess that's everybody's dream. I don't know. my dream is to just do something with my characters eventually. But probably not web. Very, very rooted in the world of Digimon. Also, it'd be almost impossible to take her out of it if I do want to do something with her. Okay, Chi, what color are you? You like red? I think. Let's see. Do I have a good reference of you? I should. Here it is. Let me just grab that. Thank you. Your mouth color too. And there we go. Tell me a character who's super easy to draw for a change. I think it's a nice balance of super complicated and super simple design. Is that too big? No, I think that's fine. Okay, who's next? Toasted and toasted. Who's you? You, my good lady. You are definitely getting on there. A lot of ladies on the board today. I can't help it if I just like making woman characters. Don't think anybody's gonna fault me for that. It's pretty understandable. Let me see really quickly. How long has this stream been going on? A bit over an hour. That's okay. Sienna is tall as fuck also. I can just make her the tallest one here. Pretty sure that Temp and Sienna are on the same. Almost. Sure, Temp is not over 200 centimeters. But they're definitely in the same playing field in terms of size. Way. I'd like to see what I draw. That I find helps, strangely. Remember to drink water. Oh. Pick it up. spread her wings a little bit more. So a little bit more interesting. The point which obscures everybody. I guess the other way. Be a little bit down to not disturb J. Like so, maybe. It'd be interesting. I'm gonna go with that. I really should make like a video explaining these guys, especially with what's going on with Sienna and Blake. So I do find it hard for myself also to kind of put it into words, but maybe that would help me. Making videos is fun. Been really into watching lore videos of people's OCs lately. Love learning new information. It's good for the brain to learn. I understand. Even if it's not the most useful thing in the world to learn, then it's still good. The brain likes it when it's stimulated. And it needs to put things from outside of the world inside it to contain information. Actually. Oh, that's tangent. Do I care? Not really. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really care about a small little tangent right there on a not serious project like this. I'm just gonna let it be. Like I said, not everything needs to be a complete masterpiece, especially stuff like this. Sometimes things can be kind of shit. Or to think about. The effort versus the payoff you're gonna get from a bit thing. Sure, I could go through every piece I make, pixel by pixel, but is anybody really gonna look at those things? Anybody really gonna look at single pixel on an A4 canvas? Probably not. Can live with that. Okay. Is Jay and Sienna the same color? No. Huh. That would have been funny. Funny coincidence if they were. Yes, Jay is slightly darker. Nope. Dog. What are you up to, dog? Can you yell at me to stop streaming? Oh. I don't know if that's audible. Hope not. Bit. Yeah, I think I'm actually happy with these 4 slots. Well, technically 5. But I think it's fine if one slot is open. No one really that I'm completely in love with in my library, if I'm being honest. Library of characters, these are kind of the guys trademarked, you know? I mean, I do love everybody that I do have in my listed, but these are kind of the main ones in the rotation. They come and go. Not sure if it's like that for everybody, but I have an experience with my characters. Oops. I think I'm happy with that. And how does the lime look now? I haven't looked at it in a while. It's alright. The problem is that they just have very short hands. They're not humanly proportioned. I think this is okay. There you go. I'm gonna change the line out a little bit. Make it a bit clearer. I think that's good. Bit different from my normal thing, but it's okay. Looks good against the dark background. Yes. Striking red. Things like that is pretty good. Webby's missing her little thing of this bubble right here. Back. This same thing right here. There's no area to transform, no shit. I think that's good. Let's add some gouache. Yeah, that's good. Don't feel like doing fancy backgrounds for these guys. I guess I just get a shade, and I think I'm gonna call it there. Fill out the info. What's the classic multiply? Where would any artist be without a multiply? I think shadow layer. Oh, you were in a lot of trouble. I would actually have to think about color theory. Ugh. Horrible. Horrid fate. It's good, I think. Yeah, that's alright. Why I went to Blake first. I just felt like it. No, but 2 red temp looks high. It's like the last thing temp would do is to get high. I would not be very into that at all, I feel. Who's the most likely to get high? I think it would be... easy choice would be Web. She's cool with whatever. I think she's at a point where her life where she will try anything once. She's ready. If getting high makes her life any easier, she's ready to try it. I don't know if they have weed in the digital world. There is that one, the weed one. Maybe you could get high puffing that. Who knows? Okay, next. My Jay does not look like he's shaded at all, but see if I can fix that. It's just so red already. I think that's okay. I wanted to attract too much attention. Everyone in this playing field is equal. Same hierarchy of what's important in this image. It mostly should be the text above. I think that's pretty good. I think that's okay. I'm gonna move all the highlights. And whoops. There you go. And let's get highlight color, maybe red also. Be fun. Let's try it. Interesting. Let's do the highlights and then Then we can color correct it afterwards. It's okay. God, I love shading so much. It's like magically, everything has a dimension to it. Not just a flat thing. It's really a magical experience. Actually, red might be a fun color to do the highlights in. I don't know if I want to correct that at all. Maybe I've just gotten used to it. Very much possible, but I think it looks nice. Maybe I want to keep it. In fact, I think I am gonna keep it. You know, I'm pretty happy with that actually. Maybe a little bit more on the main guy line here. A bit less. Hello? There we go. I think I'm gonna call it there and just let's just fill this up and call it there. This is pretty okay. Maybe have this. This would feel good though. I do not know who I'm gonna who I would put there. I think it's fine. You love free to browse. I love all my silly guys on my profile, and not that these guys are super special, but I think they are in my most rotation right now, as I have said. Username. Tipe. Libe. Which is the correct pronunciation, by the way. If you have ever in your life referred to me as Timeline, shame on you. You should have known. Can't believe you would do such a thing to me. I do Friendly Fire, and I do Revenge. I guess I should say Mass Attack because that is what I have open on my profile for forum. And humans, yep. Guess slime counts as an anthro. I do have monsters. Don't really have worms. I guess I do have one guy who kind of counts as mechanical. I'll put that too. And I attack. How would I word it? I guess anything interesting. Usually I attack things I haven't drawn before. Let's see, anything interesting. Anything interesting? There is resting and interesting. You should rest. Not exhaust your inter all the time. Well, exclamation point during choosing joy. Yeah. Then that's good. Apps. I think that was better actually. Right. I'm gonna call it there. Let's drop that. And there we go. Perfectly marketable template. This is a nice little shorter stream. It took only hour and 15. Well, no, it's still a little bit longer than it was yesterday. But size doesn't matter. It's what I've been told. So yeah, this was the last stream before next week. I'm not gonna be able to do any of this stuff before Thursday, and maybe Friday I'll be able to start streaming again, do some Artfight attacks then, which I am very excited for. And I hope everybody has a good time. I'm certainly looking forward to it. And yeah, I'll see everybody then. And thank you, as always, for everything. It was very nice talking to myself. No, I genuinely do not mind. This is a very good time for me. Yeah, I will see when the next stream is next week.